Julian, what's the biggest leadership lesson that you've learned this year, stepping on the field as a quarterback in the senior collar and growing throughout this entire season?
Yeah, I think I learned a lot from Will Howard last year. Just the way he prepares and the way he was just a leader in that offense, leader in the building, and just took a lot from him and just how to how to prepare like a leader, and then how to just treat everyone in the building and get everyone kind of riding with you.
How have you seen yourself grow over the course of the season now, getting into December and January football?
Yeah, I think just developing and gaining confidence each week, and just going out there and executing, and then just building confidence each week, and trusting myself and trusting teammates.
Julian, what's it mean to be a Buckeye to you? Coming from California, what made you want to come to Ohio State, and why is being a Buckeye so important? What's it mean?
I think just the tradition here at Ohio State. The people in the building, the culture we have here, it's really special, and it's hard to find. And I'm really glad that I made a decision to come here. And just a great group of teammates, coaches, and people in that building.
Talk about Coach Day. What's Coach Day mean to you? How has he helped you grow as a mentor, quarterback coach, and head coach? Talk about your relationship.
Obviously, a really important person in my life. He's someone who is a great coach, and someone who develops quarterbacks in a really good way. Someone who I have a lot of trust in, and he means a lot to me. Yeah, I think towards kind of like the end of the season, I was starting to hear some things about maybe being a finalist, but I was just really focused on being the best quarterback I could for my teammates, and trying to win every game.
You're the youngest person of the bunch. Does that mean anything to you, knowing that you've accomplished at such a young age?
It's really cool to be here and be a redshirt freshman here and experience this, and just excited about the weekend.
Gary Jones again, second question, BMA Sports. Have CJ Stroud reached out to you?
I talked with CJ. Yeah, he reached out after the Team Up North game, so it was pretty cool. Yeah.
Julian, talk about the culture at Ohio State. Coach Day emphasizes it all the time. That was a big deal with the stability. And Chris Henry's improvement comes Coach Harbaugh goes to USF. Just talk about the culture at Ohio State, how important it is.
Yeah, we have a strong culture right there, and someone who instills that every day, and is a big part of that. Kind of the backbone of the program is Coach Mick, our strength coach. And I think it's just it's a strong culture, and guys want to be there, guys want to be around their teammates, and they want to play for each other. Watch the film and see our mistakes, but we're excited about our next matchup, and we have a lot of confidence in our team.
How do you feel about the Big Ten title game? You and Mendoza going head to head against one another, and now you're both kind of in the same room for the entirety of the weekend. How does it feel to kind of battle against Mendoza and kind of go head to head with him?
Yeah, he's a great player, and I feel like personally as our offense, we didn't play our best, so that one definitely is painful, but we're gonna move on and maximize our potential and see how we can get better.
And then you have two of your teammates also in the top 10 of the finalists. I mean, kind of a stacked roster head to toe. I mean, including you as a finalist. How does it feel to kind of see your entire team kind of get recognition, not just you?
It's really cool to see the team get recognized. We have so many great players on our team, and it takes all 11 on both sides of the ball for things to happen. So it's really cool to see that.
Can you talk a little bit about the watch that you got today, the timepiece, and how that encompasses your journey and your team's journey?
Yeah, it's a really cool piece, and was very excited to get that. And I'm definitely gonna wear it for a special occasion. I'm excited about it.
You see yourself putting it on your trophy case?
Definitely see it on the trophy case.
And with your from high school prodigy now to Heisman Trophy, what's the biggest change that you've made from your mindset or even physical?
Yeah, I think I haven't changed the mindset too much. It's always have a lot of confidence in yourself as a player, and go out there and try to go through your process and be the best player you can be. I think just when you get to college, you gotta obviously sit and learn and learn how things kind of work. It was really good to sit down with Will Howard, learn how things work.
Is there anything that could change with expectations carrying the Buckeyes?
I was able to see last year. I was able to see what it means to be the quarterback at Ohio State, the pressure that comes with it, and the expectations. And so I was able to get a taste of that and see that last year. So I was kind of prepared for it this year.
Have you four gotten a chance today to kind of get to know each other a little bit more before coming here today?
Today we got to know each other a little bit at lunch, and it was great. it was a lot of fun. Love hanging out with those guys.
But as young as your career is, being already a Heisman finalist, already having a chance to compete, in the college football playoff, maybe the national championship, how does that kind of change the standards you set for yourself, and how do you feel about maybe the sky being the limit for the rest of your college career?
Yeah, I expect a lot out of myself. So expect to win every game, and just keep stacking our process, and how can we get better, and how can we improve, and get ready for our matchup this 20 days, I think.
People often talk about your calmness in the helms. Like, where do you think is the source of that voice?
I think it's a combination of some things. Yeah, I'm from San Diego, California, a little more laid back, but also just we talk about in our quarterback room. Coach Billy Fester talks about just being even keeled, and you got to be kind of the calm in the storm for the offense because things are going to go wrong and stuff's going to happen. So you got to be able to kind of compartmentalize and help the offense in the best way.
You throw to two of the best receivers in the country. How has it helped you where you're a quarterback?
Yeah, I think having Carnell and Jeremiah and a lot of our receivers, we have a really deep receiver room and tight end room. And having those guys, they help me a lot because they're able to create one-on-one opportunities, and you put the ball in kind of their range, they're gonna make a play.
Is there any play that you mastered this season?
I don't think I've mastered anything. No, I don't think so.
Do you have a favorite play?
I think there's been some great plays. I was just talking about like one of my favorite drive was kind of we had a 19-play drive against the team up north. We ran the ball like 18 times that drive, and it was just awesome to see our offensive line and running backs just running hard, and it was really special.
The other candidates kind of mentioned like the moment.
I was just thinking about how can I be the best quarterback for my team, and how can we win every game? And that's what's important to me, and how can we maximize our potential as a team.
Is there a particular play that stands out for you then, besides maybe just a drive that you're like, that might have been my best play of the year? Back on.
Yeah, we've had some great plays this season, and a lot of the guys on the team made some great plays. So I don't know if I have my favorite play.
What's that relationship like, the chemistry like with Jeremiah Smith? You guys both have more eligibility in the next couple of years, but what's it been like up to this point with him?
Yeah, he's a great player, and I think just working on that chemistry in the spring and the summer just really helped us for this season. Kind of knowing what he's thinking on a fade ball where we're gonna throw it behind and he's gonna make a play. So I think just stuff like that has helped us a lot this season. And having guys like Jeremiah and Carnell is just it's very advantageous for the quarterback.
We still have a few weeks to the Cotton Bowl. How are you staying prepared?
Yeah, we're staying prepared because we're working throughout the week and staying on our craft and working on our fundamentals, preparing for whether it's A&M or Miami. We're excited about the matchup, and we have a lot of confidence in our team and in ourselves.
Taking a step back from football and you're on the field. What has the game of football throughout your entire life kind of taught you, just being a human?
Yeah, I think football teaches you a lot about life. It teaches you, even though I'm still pretty young and don't know that much about life yet. Yeah, I think it just it teaches you a lot about how to deal with adversity, things like that. I haven't. I'm still young, like I said, so I'm probably gonna learn a lot more life lessons coming up in football. It's been great.
And is there one thing that maybe your parents said when you were a kid, or some siblings that like you can kind of carry over onto the football field that has kind of been your thing throughout your career?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's kind of carried over to the football field. I think just just when you're dealing with adversity, just keep swinging. That's something we say in our offense, Ohio State. Just keep swinging and keep battling.
Julian, Coach Day has mentioned that you have a really methodical approach as a quarterback, and then how important your routine is as an offense and also as a team. Why is all that so important, and why do you choose to have such a methodical approach as a quarterback?
Yeah, I think you need to have routine as a quarterback. It just helps you throughout the week stick to your routine, but also you got to enhance your routine, enhance your process. If I watched X amount of hours of film last week, how can I watch more? Just try to better yourself each week, and that's what we talk about at our facility is fight to be the best version of yourself.